All right, you guys, welcome to Living Coastal in Ventura. Today, we are gonna talk about all of the communities in and around Ventura County. I am so excited about this video because as we've been watching other videos around the nation, other YouTube videos about locations, we really know what you're looking for and what you wanna find out, all the information you wanna find out about where we live, and we're gonna get into it right now. So please go ahead and click the like and subscribe button so that you can see the other videos. As we go to our next video and you'll find more information. And at any point in time, please reach out, call, text, or email. I am the best real estate agent doing these videos here in the Ventura County. I'm from here. I grew up here, I live here, I work here, and I really not only know everything about the areas, but I'm so good at real estate and the transactions and how to deal with everything before, during escrow, and after. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Ventura County historically was occupied by the Chumash Indians, and most of our names like Simi Valley, Ojai, Point Magoo, they actually come from the Chumash language, and they have different meanings. So the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo formally transferred California to the United States in 1848, and it's been Ventura County ever since. So after the brief history of Ventura County and who had been here before, I'll go into what Ventura is like now. What Ventura is iconically known for is the city of Ventura having a harbor, having beaches, having the Ventura Pier, and the Mission all nestled in right near the downtown of the city of Ventura. We're in great proximity to have access to go to the Channel Islands for adventure or to do biking and hiking trails up towards Ojai. It's really the hub, if there is a hub, of Ventura County. Now, most of these cities are, mid to smaller sized cities that have their own municipalities and local governments, but altogether Ventura County is about an hour from any one place to the next. It's very quaint, not really a lot of high traffic issues. We are starting to see some bottlenecks coming from Camarillo to Oxnard or going up the grade, which is kind of the border of the towns that are closest to LA. But other than that, we don't have a lot of traffic areas. So what makes the city of Ventura unique is that we have a lot of 1920s and 1950s bungalows, Spanish style homes. Our neighborhoods go from the west end to midtown, which are wrap around downtown, and then we have higher end beach homes and hillside homes. And people really love that area because that's really the mystique of Ventura, is see you at the beach, we're at the beach. This is really beach living. Okay, so some stats for Ventura. It's about 110,000 in population. The median home price is 800,000 and the median income is 80,000. Nationally, we're actually right on average with our crime rate. So for violent crime, it's 21%, national average is 22. That's really about the same. And then when it comes for property crime, it's actually up. So that's one of the things when we talk about pros and cons, like the bittersweet truth is like, yes, it's a beautiful area, but Ventura is a little bit more edgier and grittier than one might like. So in conclusion for Ventura, it's really about lifestyle, walkability to downtown, the big music scene. We've got the Ventura Theater downtown. We've got Ventura Music Hall, places like that. So it's much more vibrant, much more, like small businesses and walkability to the beach. Really different vibes. Next, let's go into Ojai. Ojai is really popular for people looking for that small town, getting away from it all. It does not have the homeless issues or the vagrant issues like we have in Ventura. So, I'll give you that. It does, however, get very hot in the summertime. The median home price there is about 960,000. So a lot of people looking for those, small bungalow homes, either right in Ventura or in the Miners Oaks area, wanting to be close to, the farmers markets and all of that in the downtown Ojai. Ojai violent crime was 12% and property crime was 20%. So it's much less than Ventura and much less than the national average. So some of the pros and cons is that you're in a smaller town, small town feel, everybody kind of knows each other, celebrity sightings, things like that. but your commute is going to go up by 35 minutes to an hour depending on where you're working, because there's usually one way up to 33, or you have to go Ojai Santa Paula Road all the way around. So this is one of the determining factors when people decide not to buy in Ojai, because it just is a little too far out of the way. Oakview is a small town right between Ojai and Ventura on the 33. It's kind of up the vine of what I call the affordable housing of the West End Ventura. And what's really interesting is that the median home price there is $740,000, so $200 less than Ojai and about $50,000 less than Ventura, but the median income is up. So we have a lot of people opting to get properties there. You tend to have bigger yards, lots, even some horse properties. So Oakview is that really nice kind of medium spot where it's probably a little cooler in weather during the summertime than Ojai, and still in closer proximity. So a lot of people still feel like, if they've got to get to work that day, they can actually deal with the drive because it's a little closer. So next, let's talk about the city of Oxnard. Oxnard is located between Camarillo, Ventura, and Port Hueneme. It's probably our largest city in Ventura County, and it has had the most development in the last 20 years. Oxnard is home of the Collection, which is where they have a Whole Foods, they have a movie theater there, they put in a bowling alley, and it's kind of become the hub of the county, if you will, where they also have Levity Live, the comedy show. And there's just a lot of amenities. There's a lot of grocery shops, a really big Target. It's not far from the Walmart and Costco. Those are all in a general area. Now, as you go south towards Channel Islands or Port Hueneme, there are some really elegant areas in Oxnard, like the River Park and River Ridge golf course communities, and we have the Via Marina and the Channel Islands Harbor, which is gorgeous and stunning and has a really beautiful shopping center there. And then you have your Oxnard Shores beaches, you have Mandalay Bay, you have Hollywood Beach, and then on the other side of the harbor, you have Hollywood by the Sea and Silver Strand. Those are probably the most elegant neighborhoods of Oxnard. As you go towards South Oxnard, you get kind of your more, bungalow or cookie cutter homes, and there's areas where the crime goes up as you go east and south. But as it stays coastal towards the center and North Oxnard are very nice communities, but the crime levels definitely go up as you go south. Population in Oxnard, like I said, 200,000, so it's almost twice the size of Ventura, and it is the largest city in our county. The median home price, good news, $683,000. Because it's a little bit more spread out, it's a little bit more working class, and it's rural neighborhoods, so you get a lot more property crime in Oxnard. That's one of the things that kind of holds Ventura and Oxnard back, is we're a little bit higher in crime. We definitely also have some big homeless issues in both of those areas. So next we have Camarillo. Now Camarillo has a population of 70,000, and like I've said, this is probably the most quaint town. Probably the least amount in violent crime, and probably the most peaceful and quiet town out of Ventura, Oxnard, Santa Paula, Fillmore, everything that's kind of in the flat plains below the grade. Oxnard and Ventura are going to have a little bit more of a coastal fog, and we're going to have a little bit cooler summers than Camarillo. Camarillo is the #1 year-round, I think National Geographic, maybe in the world, is one of the best cities for a moderate climate, 79 to like 82 degrees year-round. So in the summertime, it actually stays a little bit more moderate there because it gets the cooling breeze and as the fog burns off. So it won't get as much fog and as cool as Ventura and Oxnard. And at the same time, it doesn't get blazing hot like if you went up the grade or you went to Ojai. So climate-wise, Camarillo definitely has it the best. Also, what's great about Camarillo is it's the most spread out, like per individual. So at 70,000, it stretches all the way from the borders of Oxnard, coming all the way off of Central Ave, almost to the 126, and then back out towards the valleys of Moorpark. So it spreads out so much, so it makes it really quaint, really quiet, really low key. The median home price in Camarillo is $750,000, and this is something that just blows me away because I love Ventura because I'm a surfer. Like I want to surf every day. I live a mile from the beach, and this is where I'm at. But in Camarillo, you can get a house in a, in a safer neighborhood, quieter neighborhood, bigger house, more yard for a better price and better climate than some of the places in Ventura. But the good news is that if you're raising a family and you're looking to be close to LA or the work opportunities, like Camarillo is a fantastic place to be, and you're only like 15 or 20 minutes from downtown Ventura. So you can still come here and do all the fun stuff. You're a little bit close to LA, and it really works out great. And now let's talk about Thousand Oaks. So Thousand Oaks, California is a picturesque city located in Ventura County with its lush parks, trails, great shopping, dining options, plenty of locations and attractions. Thousand Oaks has something for everyone. Nature lovers who love plentiful outdoor activities available, while business owners take advantage of the area's many resources. Education is also top-notch in Thousand Oaks with numerous schools, universities, and medical centers. So Thousand Oaks ranks as number 2 best places to live in Ventura County. But one of the neat things I found about Thousand Oaks is that yes, it does, and it is quaint. But for a lot of people coming out this way, they either want to know if they want to live closer to Los Angeles or if they want to be close to the city of Ventura or Santa Barbara. So we have a lot of people kind of making the sacrifice and getting, if they can't get into Ventura, Oxnard, and Camarillo, that's where they're trying to be. The median home price in Thousand Oaks is $914,000, and the median income was $144,000. So Moorpark is one of the best places to live. Living in Moorpark offers residents a sparse suburban feel, and most residents own their own homes. Moorpark is kind of a quiet little spot between Newberry Park, TO, and Simi Valley. It's kind of nestled in the hills a little bit, and it's got some really amazing properties there, ranch style properties. We love to take our family to Underwood Farms. They've got plenty of things for families to do, like feeding different animals and little activities. It's a really big property with just so much beauty nestled between the hills, and different things like that. So Moorpark really has that cool California lifestyle vibe. So Moorpark crime is actually 10%, which is one of the lowest that we've seen, and property crime only 22%. So the Moorpark population is actually 35,000. So there you go. That's one of the reasons it's so quiet, it's so quaint, and the crime is low. Simi Valley is one of the cities that's actually in Ventura County that's closest to LA. You have the 118, which meets up with the 5 and towards the 405. So it's a really good back way to get to LA if you weren't going to take the 101 from Ventura, Oxnard, or Santa Paula. But it really is a lot closer to Los Angeles. So we notice a lot of working class people might decide to live there versus out here, especially if their job and occupation depends on being in the LA or the surrounding area. It is a really nice town. It's kind of in its own little valley. The 118 goes through it. And you'll see on the outskirts, we have a lot of like horse properties and things like that. And we have a whole bunch of different levels of housing where we have, moderate, lower income. And as it goes up into more luxury housing in Simi Valley, the population is 135,000. Okay, next we'll get into Santa Paula and Fillmore. So Santa Paula and Fillmore are much smaller towns. Santa Paula is at 30,000, 35,000. And Fillmore is a population of 16,000. These are both much smaller cities, which is why Santa Paula is on the list as one of the fastest growing cities in California. It is one of the most affordable towns out of our coastal community, with median home price at $635,000, and the median income is $67,000. So a lot of times people will find it, they'll find it intriguing to come to Ventura, but if they feel they're priced out of Ventura and they can't afford a $758,000 or $900,000 home, but they can get a single family home in the sixes out in Santa Paula, and it's a cute Spanish style home, they may do that. There's some neighborhoods are better than others. Santa Paula does have a high gang contingent and crime. So that's one of the cons to be aware of. A beautiful little city, but it definitely needs to clean up on its crime issue. Fillmore, a little bit of the same. Not as much crime, definitely some, but it is a smaller town. Both of these towns have amazing Victorian style homes, Spanish style homes. The historic homes that they have in these towns are really beautiful, where you'll walk down some of the streets and just be like, this is great. But one of the caveats is the crime that they deal with. In the summertime, it's much hotter down there as you follow the river bottom, the Santa Clara river bottom out towards Santa Clara. It really takes in a lot of heat, and they miss getting this coastal breeze and adduction fog that we have right here in Ventura, Camarillo, and Oxnard. So for Santa Paula, violent crime is 22%, like statistically. So you guys, thank you so much for watching Living Coastal in Ventura today. I know it's been a little bit since I've done a video, but I'm really excited to put this one out. We put a lot of research and development into this. I also want to toot my own horn. We had gotten a referral from another realtor coming from San Diego, and it's always great when you can get a referral from a realtor and they approve of your business and the way you do things. The client came out, we took a tour of homes on the West End and Midtown, and we were waving and saying hello to people that I've known from the community that we've grown up with. We're looking at houses and having stories about properties that are off market and what went on with those sales and where things are going. Really special when that happens. So if you guys are interested in anything like that, please give me a call, text, or email, and I'll remind you to click the like and subscribe button, and we will see you at the beach.